Hi, and welcome to my Monday night live stream where I talk about AI. Today's topic is, can AI build your website? A question that many ask nowadays. And I must turn down my headset here. There we go, so I don't hear myself in the background. I'm sorry about that. And tonight, what I'm going to do is we're going to start with an attempt to answer some questions. And those are, who could benefit from using AI for building their website? Why should they, and why should they not? Shillywood Colby, hi, welcome. And then I have looked into several of these AI website builder sites, and I have picked 3 of them that we are going to look at, what they can do, what they can't do, and what they cost. So let's start by trying to answer the question, who can benefit from using an AI to build a website? First of all, someone that is short of time. Building websites take a lot of time. And if you don't have the time, AI can be an alternative. Secondly, if you're not tech savvy, if you haven't built a website before, AI can be an alternative for you. And third is, if you are on a budget, many of these places have free places to put your website or are very low cost compared to having a regular web host. So what are the positives with using AI? It is fast. You can be very personalized when you're building it. It is usually optimized for SEO, search engine optimization, and by having that advantage, it's easily picked up by search engines like Google Search. Many of them have automated functions like resizing images and things like this, which also saves a lot of time. Why not to use an AI to build your website? First of all, it can be problematic to transfer that website to another host. Many of the functions are specific to the place where you built it and host it originally. So if you ever want to move it because you need more functions to another web host, you many times have to start over. An AI has the limitation of only using the data that are available already. So it builds on websites that already are out there. So it's almost impossible, if you have vision of building something new and fresh and original, to use an AI. Hi, Charlotte. I'm glad you're here. And they may lack in creativity. A website built by an AI very much look like 75% of all other websites out there. So I have written down here some pros and some cons. The pros is they are speedy, cost-effective, user-friendly interface usually. You're building a website that user immediately understand what to do. You can customize the design, and they are SEO optimized, as I said. On the con side, limited functionality. If you're building your website from scratch, you have much more control of what functions you want to include. There might be security concerns. You don't have the same control as if you have when you build a website on a traditional host. And this is AI. And by now we all know that there are potential risks for error. We all know that AI hallucinates from time to time. And the same here, there will be errors. I said they are customizable, but there is a lack of how much you can customize them. And there is usually a lack of functions for accessibility, functions that someone with a disability might need are usually not included in these websites. So now I'm going to put my notes away, and we are going to look, as I said, at 3 different AI website builders. There are thousands of them out there. And this is not a recommendation from me. I have just started to looking at them very lightly. So don't take this as I am promoting any of them. But this will give you an idea of what is out there and what is possible. So, the first one we are looking at here is called Hocus. And here are the price options. You can build your website here for free. And for free, you get the hosting. It will be hosted here. You can have a simple booking system if you have a business where you want people to book appointments or meetings or whatever. You can have a blog, but there is no AI blogging. AI won't write your blogs. You have to do it. You can upload 15 images, and AI can create 20 AI content generation. And that's for free. If you instead want the premium, the paid version, it's either $15 per month or $150 per year, which is not bad for hosting a website. For that, you get a free custom domain. Like I have pixelpia.com. You can get your own free custom domain. On the free side, I guess it would be, I haven't looked into this, but maybe it would be pixelpia.hocus.com or hocus.com/pixelpia or something like that. But with the paid version, you get the free custom domain, free hosting, online payments you can add on your website. You have 600,000 plus stock images you can use. Marketing integration, unlimited image upload, massive amounts of AI, custom email and email marketing. So that's one alternative. And this is how it looks when you start creating. We will do that in a couple of seconds. That's very yellow. Let me turn off the night shift here. There we go. So this is how it looks, the interface. The next website I looked at was Hostinger. They don't have a free alternative, but they are very well priced. A single web hosting is $199 a month. A premium web hosting is $299 a month. And a business web hosting is $399 for the first year. After a year, the prices goes up to $599, $999, and $1199 when you renew it. So what do we get here? For $199, we get one website, standard performance, 50 gigabyte of space, weekly backups, one email, unlimited SSL for security, unlimited bandwidth. So there is not a stop after people have visited a number of times. Shared IP, website builder, managed WordPress, basic WooCommerce optimization, free automatic website migration. So here you can move in and move out easily. For the $299, you get the regular things, plus you get a free domain. And for $399 a month, you get WordPress staging tool, object cache for WordPress, and on-demand backup. And this is how it looks when you want to start. Try for free. Let's see if we come into the builder here. Create with AI. And here we are ready to start building. The third one that I just discovered is called Leia. And this is not their website, but here I found the pricing. For free, you get a custom website and free hosting. For $417 a month or $49.99 per year, you get the custom website and hosting, plus you get e-commerce and booking, no ads, custom domains, premium content, HTML editing, and premium support. And the last one for $67 a month or $79.99 a year. It includes all this plus blogging, analytics, and free domain name and SSL. And here you have a little comparison between the three. And this is how it looks if you have logged into Leia to build a website. So now we're going to try them out. And let me quickly just close these that I don't need no more, because my computer gets a little tired. So here we are at Hocus. And let's see, what category best describe your website purpose? And since Gulf Coast Granny is here, let's say that we want to build a website for sharing my passion for gardening. And it's searching here and come up with garden furniture store, home decor store, flower store, DIY store of gardening courses, or a gardening blog. I think that would be the best example for you, Charlotte, if you would write like a blog about gardening. So let's choose gardening blog and continue. Now tell us what you want to do with your website. This will help us create. Sell products. We want to write a blog. We want to... You want to sell any products? Yeah, your dead garden. That's perfect. You can start by telling how you revive a dead garden. So let's say that you want to write a blog. And let's see what the next step is. Tell us where your business is physically based. Business, service, or online business only. You can choose the name of an existing brand, blog, or create a new name. We call this Gulf Coast Granny's Garden. What did I, golf? Oh, I made you a golfer, Granny. I'm sorry. Gulf Coast Granny's Garden. Continue. We are almost finished. Select to highlight 3 unique aspects of your business. We will generate more customized content based on yours. So, we don't want anything chosen for us. Easy navigation. Feedback and result driven. Show more. Okay. I guess we go with these 3. Yeah. Now you are a golfer. How would you like your website visitor to contact you? Let's have them create a contact form on the website. And here we have a preview. And you can put in little video clips here. And here you subscribe form. And you have 2 more styles to choose from. I don't think this is your style. And here is where your different blog posts will show up. Our story with that doesn't look too bad. So let's say we like this one. Then we can choose color palette and fonts to use. Not bad. And then if we were happy with this, we could create it. I'm going to create it now to see what we can do after we had created the very first one. How much we can go in and work with it. Okay. And it looks like we can work here in changing the text right now. We can go in and let's see. We can add pages. Let's take a look at what they have. We have the blog page here. So that's not bad. We can do quite a lot of editing here. And here is the web address. And let's view the website in real time. This is how it looks here in real time. And then we can go in and work on it. So that's not bad. That was Hocus. Easily done. You can add widgets. You can change your variations here. You can do a lot of things here. You can add a store. You can change your menu up here. And so forth. Not bad. And fast. So that was our first alternative, Hocus. And that was, what did I say the price was for that? Let's see. That was the free. And if you want to pay for it and have a custom domain, it's $150 a year. Not bad at all. The next one is Hostinger here. So let's go with this again. Gulf Coast Granny's Garden. And we do a blog again. Describe your project here. A website that will, oh my God, I can't spell here, that will promote my YouTube channel by sharing tips and stories from my garden. I want this to be a place where I can promote my YouTube channel and add extra information for my viewers. Okay, are we ready to create again? Create website. And AI is working. Granny, $3 or $15? Are you taking notes here or what is happening? It's applying the finishing touches. And I must say, all of these has been very fast. So here we have, welcome to Gulf Coast Granny's Garden. Explore the beauty of gardening with Gulf Coast Granny's Garden. Get inspired by our videos and find helpful tips to create your own thriving garden. Join our community of passionate gardeners and let's grow together. That's a really nice about. And here you have a picture, and they have suggested a couple of blog posts already, an about, and a subscribe to your newsletter. This is template 1. Let's take a look at template 2. Welcome to Gulf Coast Garden. And some blog posts about and subscribe. And then we have the third one. They are very similar, all of them. And here you can add your social media and so forth. Let's see styles here. We can change color palette. Let's go with fresh greens, and we can change. That is maybe hard to read. What do we like? That looks good, doesn't it? There we go. And then pages. We have home and blog, and we can add pages. And then we have full edit mode. And to do that, you have to buy a plan to be able to go in and edit more in detail. And what was the plans? $2.99 a month. You needed to be on to be able to do all this. Oops, what happened here? So to be able to go in and edit and add more things, you have to have a plan, but you can add another page here. Let's see. And they have some, you can add an online store. You can add projects. You can add privacy policy, terms and conditions, everything that you basically need. So $2.99, excuse me, $2.99 a month for Hostinger. And then we have the third one, Leia. And let's see, create website. Get started. Please enter what kind of business organization you are. A garden enthusiast. Next. Okay, ask you questions. Give your website a name. No. And we do the same again, just so we can. Gulf Coast Granny's Garden. Just so we can compare them. Do you have a slogan? Do you have a slogan? Oh, good question. Does that mean adding and replacing images? Yes, it does. For hosting it. To be able to upload. We're not going to use that slogan. To be able to upload your own images, you have to be on the paid plan. No, we don't have a slogan. We're not putting in everything planted here dies. No way. Choose a domain. And here in the free version, it would be, in this case, Gulf Coast Granny's Garden.site.live. I don't want to use that now in case you want to use this. Gardens. In case you would like to use it, will your site have a place for users to buy products or book services? I know that the way you think about it, you won't have it. But let's say that that you need both just to see what it creates. And yes, you want an about page. Do you want a feature section on your page to highlight a few bullet points about what you do? Yes, we want. Do you want a place to display a few photos? Yes. Do you want a place to show some testimonials? Yes, we want all. Do you want a place to highlight some of your team members? I'm just going for everything here. Do you want a form for people to contact you? Yes. Do you have a logo to upload? I don't have a logo, but let's give you one. Let's go to... No, let's go into... Where do I have... No. Where do I have my... You know what? Let's give you Grumpy. Come on. You see how tired my computer is getting here? Okay. I will be back in a second. I have to go check on my sys. Let's listen to some music while I'm doing that. And let me know if it's too loud. Okay. Thank you, Granny. That's what happens. Let's go on. I have uploaded your logo. You won't believe it. Do you have a website with some text we can use? No, we don't. I have enough to build. Let them build that. That was enough of question. Let's click continue. Okay. pixelpia@gmail.com. I'm not a robot. I'm finished. And it's building my website. This shouldn't take more than a minute or two. Let's hope so. And here we have our 3. Okay, we're done. Let's see, view it. And then we have a few tips how we can use this to edit. Okay, so here you have your little logo. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's say that we don't want this. Can we delete the map? Yes. Can we delete? We can go in and delete whole sections. So let's see. I don't know which section I'm deleting now. Delete section, yes. Oops. Undo. No. It was this section I wanted deleted. Okay, can we add things? We can see how it looks on mobile and on regular. What can we add? Add something. That requires an upgrade. So once again, we can't go in and change. We can choose by, no, we can not change these images. Right now, what can we go in and do then? Let's reload it and see. Edit background. Okay. Order menu. Here we have the different section. We can, that's for a shop. Let's see, that's in the edit function. What do we have? Here we have the menu. Well, I don't know really how this works. And I think this is probably the least favorite of the 3. We only have one version. Redesign structure. We can just delete parts of this website. We can't add anything. Change main color. What? Oh, it changed for these stuff. We can go to layer mail. We can edit metadata, that is the description of your page. Maybe we can do quite a lot of things here. Order selections. We don't have a blog. We can add a blog. And where did the blog go? Oh, here at the bottom. So we can actually add different sections and delete different sections. Well, maybe it's not bad at all. Not as bad as I thought at first. But here we have the three alternatives. Hoser, which is the one that we started with. And what did I say, Hoser? How much could we edit in here? Sections, we can add sections. Hoser is not bad when it comes to editing and adding. The second one was Hostinger. Out of this, I think, but that's me personally, I prefer Hostinger because I am used to work in WordPress. But they all have their advantages and disadvantages, as I said. So if you want to jump into the live stream and have a discussion with me about this, I have put a link in the description for you to join me. Or if you have any comments or questions, you can ask them in the chat as well, and I will try to answer as many of them as I can. But as I said, I have never used any of these to really build a website. I think for many people this can be a great alternative. If you want to create a website, you don't have the time, the know-how, or a lot of money to spend, I am sure this will be a great alternative.
Hi.
Hi, Granny.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
I hear you fine. I need to turn up the volume of my headphones a little bit just. There we go. I hope you didn't mind that I used you as an example for this.
Not at all. I think it's fascinating. The first one seemed fairly simplistic.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But the second one, I really liked the way it looked. The third one was a little confusing for me when you were going through all the things.
Yeah, I think you have to spend some more time with it to really understand how you can use it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think also to understand this little, let me share this again. To understand what you can do with this, I mean, order sections, that's not too hard to understand.
Okay.
For example, if I want to delete that, I want to delete the testimonials and the features and just have it very simple.
Right.
So that part I got, but I think to really be able to, now I got the big map down here.
Oh my.
I don't want that section, so let's delete that. Okay, so now we have a much simpler website with photos. And so I think this can be, if you spend some time with it, And here you can enable newsletter, but a lot of these you need to know. I mean, if you never built a website and you scroll over here and it said edit head tag and it says requires upgrade. But if you don't know what that means to edit a head tag because you haven't built any website before, this
Right.
doesn't help you.
Right.
So you
right.
still need to have a little bit of understanding in this one.
Right.
This one I think is very easy. This is the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you buy a plan and go to full edit mode,
Uh-huh.
it is really easy to understand what you can do.
Okay.
And this one, the Hocus, you have that in your free version. You can add sections here. Just go through elements. If you want a banner, a gallery, if you want to add video,
Right.
if you have a store, what elements you have in there. So this is, if you want to add your social, this is not hard to use. You don't need any website understanding.
Okay. Is
On
that
Hocus. And if-
HOC?
HOO
HOO.
COS. I will add links to these three in the description after
Okay.
this live stream. But here you can go in and choose color palette.
Yeah, I like that. I like the way they have the color palette's already done for you.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And here, if you just add this text, you can go in, because now that I changed color, I need this to be white maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And here you have an AI writer. So
Oh, so it'll write some little blurbs for you?
new text with AI. What are the main ideas of keyword? A short presentation of Granny and her garden. Tone of voice, we want it to be, well, we can only have normal here.
Okay.
And you can get 20 of these. 1 out of 10, 20 AI generated posts here.
I
So,
see.
welcome to Gulf Coast Granny's Garden. Let Granny be your personal gardener and help you create beautiful outdoor spaces. Stroll through her garden and let's pick this one
Okay.
and put it in here and change the color again to white.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to change this background. And where can I go in and do that?
That font looks really
Design.
tiny.
The font,
Yeah, doesn't it look tiny to you?
we can make it bigger.
You can't. Oh,
Just like, there
There.
you go.
very cool.
Edit image. Free images.
Let me ask you this. Can you go to Chat GPT and have them write something and then import it to this type of website?
Yeah,
You can?
I can, instead of writing this, now I can write my own text here. So if I have text from, let me show you. Let's go to Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
Cross our fingers. Write a short description of a website for garden enthusiasts. They called it Green Thumbs. Okay. Write a short description for the website Gulf Coast Granny's Garden, a place for gardening enthusiasts. So let's see if we can. Welcome to go blah 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 blah. I'm not even reading it. Look, Gulf Coast Granny, and at the end, come on in, y'all.
Oh, jeez.
That
That's
was funny.
hilarious.
So now I can go in here and just paste that text. I copied it from.
Oh, looky there. Okay.
I don't like the. Can I add a background here? Let's see. I want a light image.
Yeah.
Nature.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, but that's.
Hmm.
These are Shutterstock.
I see.
I don't know if they are included in the free images.
Right,
Let's
right.
see. Then you have to be on the plan
I
here.
see.
To be, you can use those if you are on the plan
On the plan. Mhm.
for Hocus, and that was $150 a year.
Right.
They are all. Let's upload an image.
Oh,
Let's upload.
maybe just a blue sky or something.
Let's find an image we can. Blue sky.
Copyright.
Images. And go to tools, usage right, Creative Commons, so we can get one that's free. Let's just pick this.
Yeah, that's less distraction in it.
Save images. We're saving it right on the desktop, so it's easy to find. And let's go back here. Where were we? This was on Hocus.
No, it was the second one.
No, this was on the first
Oh,
one.
was it?
Hocus.
Okay.
Blue sky.
Yeah. It was Hocus.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm really pushing it with my computer right now.
Uh-oh.
Save image.
Oh, yeah.
So now we need to go back and change the color here to
Yeah.
black. We need to make.
Can you make it a
this-
bold font?
Yeah, that's
That might help.
exactly what I was gonna do there.
Yeah, that works
So
better.
there-
I think. Oh, that's nice.
So both Hocus and Hostinger is my stronger. I lean more to Hostinger because with the paid version they have
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
they have the the website migration if you want to move it somewhere else, and they have the WordPress function.
Oh, I see. So you could build a website here on this, what's it called again?
That's Hostinger.
Hosting. And then you could move it eventually to WordPress. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think you can have your website here forever.
Forever. Okay.
You don't need to move it.
Okay.
But if you get for $2.99 for 2 years, it's a total price of $143 for
Okay.
2 years.
Not bad.
If you pay right now, $143, and the first year you get your domain free, and usually they are like $15-20 for a year, so
Right.
that's not a big cost.
No.
Or you can choose this for $2.99 for 2 years. Oh wait, this is for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
$143.
Okay.
If you do 12 months, it's $35 for a year.
Okay. Okay.
So that's really a good price
Yeah, not bad at all.
at Hostinger. And
And
if you
those-
have $143 to pay up, you have your website hosting for 4 years.
For 4 years, I'll be.
Or $71, you have 2 years.
Okay.
So that's not bad, really.
No.
I must say. Well, and there are hundreds and hundreds of other places where you can build websites like this. These were just 3 that I found interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought it was fun to compare 3 by using the same.
Yeah, it was super helpful to see that there's a lot out there. I mean, I'm sure that they all kind of work the same way, but it was interesting to see the simplicity of the one, and then the last one you did was a little more complex, but you could do so much more with it.
Yep.
And I don't even know what in the world you would do with it, but far as, go ahead, I'm sorry.
But if we look at this one, let me share it again. This is the one we built with Hostinger, and right now it's just images that's not correct because we haven't added it.
Right.
But this is, if you go in here and look at the blog, let me see, here. None, I'm just ready to go. Continue. Where would you like your sidebar? So you just choose. I like to have a right sidebar for my blogs. Okay. Choose a layout structure. I think this is nice.
Pia, what goes in a blog other than words? I mean,
you can add pictures and whatever you want there.
Okay.
And here it just added. Here you have example of blog posts.
Okay. Joys and sorrows of parenting. Oh my. I gotta write a book on that.
Here. These are just example. Color Theory 101. And that post would look like this.
Okay.
With images and text and.
Okay.
So let's see here, blog. We add new post. Let's see how that would work when you are. lifestyle. What is it? Food, blank page, lifestyle. Let's go lifestyle. It's gardening. But so you have some examples here.
It means what?
So here it's creating your first blog post, and then you just go in and change all this and write the summary. And here is the post itself, and you can change the image or delete it. Upload your own image if you want. And here you have the text.
Okay.
You know what? I have to change my settings. You know why it's hard to read? We want. So then you just go in and edit your blog posts here. So that it's really easy to change things in this Hocus. And all pages, you can add a new page. And you want to add a page, and maybe an FAQ page, questions and answers. Let's add that one. And here, what type of soil should I use for container gardening?
Oh boy.
And blah, 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 blah. Questions and answer. And then you have, let's see. So now you have all your pages here. It's easy to add pages if you want something new. And let's go in. Here is the contact form. Have a question, and they can write their notes there.
Okay.
And let's go in setting, edit page, rename page, add to menu, duplicate or remove. The more I look at Hocus, the more I like it.
Yeah.
This one I don't like. Where do we have hosting it? Where do we have the page we built here?
Wasn't that the one that said $2.99? Oh, I see.
This was the one that was $150 for $15 a month, or $150 for the year, I think.
Okay.
Wasn't it? Select plan. No, this was the $2.99.
Okay.
The Hocus was
That was the $15
upgrade. That
a month,
was
or
the 50 or 150 for a year.
But now with the Hocus one, you said something about domain.
You get a free domain with both that and with hosting it.
Oh, okay.
So you can get gulfcoastgranny.com or whatever you want.
Okay.
So those two are definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
And they are both extremely easy to use. If you know how to write a Word document or a Google Doc, you know you can figure out how to use this without problem.
Okay. I know how to do those things.
Yeah.
I actually taught myself Microsoft Publisher years back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why doing Canva was very intuitive for me, because I knew Publisher back in the day. So it made sense to me. Yeah. Of course,
I like this. And even if you don't want an advanced website,
right.
you just want something where you can publish things you do creatively or whatever. I mean, both of these you can even do like a legit business website. You either sell things or they are pretty advanced, I must say. But I have been building websites since the 90s, so I will probably not build a website using these. I
Right.
like my web pro. What's it called? WordPress.
WordPress. Right.
Yeah. And I even go in and add in code. I write HTML code if needed to, if I can't figure out how to get something to work the way I
Right.
want it to.
Cool.
But if you are not wanting to do something very specific and usual, like
right.
modern, new, inventive website, these alternatives works really, really well.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And I can't wait to go play with it.
No, and I mean, both of these have a free version. Okay, you don't get your
Domain.
name.
Right.
But I think, now I closed that window, but I actually think that in both of them, if you start with a free and build a free website and you then decide to upgrade, I'm sure you can change it over to your domain name that you get.
Sure.
So, I mean, they are really, both of them are really easy to add use the free
Right.
version to
Right.
build a website.
Very cool. I'm so glad you're doing these. I had fun last week writing all kinds of stuff with AI, and then I made some images.
What did we do last week?
We did the images or the video.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do a video.
I don't even...
But I did.
I don't even remember. I mean, we did video maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
maybe.
video we did last time.
Yeah.
But the image creation is so fascinating to me.
It is.
Yeah.
And I have actually, like today's thumbnail I used, let me put it up. We will be behind it for a second, but I didn't know.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Gosh.
I went to Midjourney and had Midjourney make the image for me.
It's great. That's great. It
So,
looks like your brain is a computer. I love that.
Yeah. So I like image creation, and I have even started to use it for my regular thumbnails.
Oh, wow. Well, if I'd ever make a video, I could.
Well, you need thumbnails for your live streams too, so.
That's true. That's true.
But I mean, I use it even for, like, when I do blog posts I do a blog post after each episode I upload of the Geek Boomer.
Okay.
I take the I think I showed it. Did I show it to you? Did. With Kateb, how I can use the video to create a blog post or get an... And then I go in and edit that post. And if I can't find images that fits with my text, I use AI to create images for my blog post.
Right, right.
So, I mean, there is so much you can do with AI nowadays. And I have an idea. I don't know if it's worth it, but instead of just talking AI like different themes each Monday, I was thinking of maybe trying to focus on one area. For example, do AI for lifelong learners. And let me see. Somewhere here I have ChatGPT help me come up with some ideas. Let me see if
I will be right back, my dear. I'm sorry, but I need to run for 1 second.
Yeah, run while I'm looking. I am looking for... I here we go. No, that's not it.
Pia, there's my logo. Right there.
There it is. Yeah. Well, I gave you a 12-piece, so.
You know, Ghana made that for me.
Oh,
She did a
I
wonderful
haven't heard
job.
from her in so
I
long.
know it's been a long time. I haven't heard from her either.
Where do I have? I'm still looking.
How would you incorporate
Is this-
AI for lifelong learners? I mean,
Here. I found it. Let me share
Okay.
this. I went in to my partner in crime here, ChatGPT.
mhm.
And I said, let's say that I want to do a live stream series about AI for lifelong learners or for learning,
Okay.
and asked them to give me 20 topics. So one, discover AI, your new learning partner, an introduction to AI and how it can benefit busy adult learners. Episode 2, decoding AI jargon, breaking down common AI terms in easy to use, understand format. Then AI for skill building, hobbies and craft. Explore AI tools that can help you cultivate new hobbies or crafts.
Huh.
AI-driven career development, focusing on how AI can help in career growth and job hunting. Language learning with AI, staying safe online, AI and cybersecurity. Reading and writing, AI tools to enhance literacy. And a Q&A session, financial literacy, AI to manage and grow your money, AI for wellness and mental health, AI in cooking and nutrition, all different suggestions.
That's an
here. And
enormous list. Wow. Wow.
let me look. I had another one. Wait, let me see. Here, I had another one where I asked if I want to do a series about AI and learning in general for
Right.
teachers, students, and parents. And here I have
For
10 suggestions for teachers,
wow.
automated grading systems, detect plagiarism, the role of chatbots in a virtual classroom, and so forth. And for student tools, for parents tools, and general topics.
Wow.
Or here I went, if I focus on adult learners, college students, different topics, adult lifelong learners, utilize AI for skill development, AI and continuous education, personalized learning plans for adult learners, and so forth. So there is really, really a lot of things you can do. So I don't
What
know if
about AI
if
for
I should.
seniors?
Oh, yeah. But you know what? I think seniors might have so many gaps in their tech knowledge that
And
needs to be filled before you get into AI.
yeah. I could see that.
People like us that tries to make videos and that are somewhat engaged online. Yes,
But for
but
your just
my
your
thought
average.
was, and I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna focus on one area on the Monday nights or if I'm
Right.
gonna continue like this, like just.
Well, I know I'm not your only audience person, but I'm really enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah, there are so many areas about AI still to talk about. I mean,
Yeah.
and what I do right now is I go very like on the surface with
Right.
the different topics. We don't deep dive into anything.
Right.
So you can come back to these topics again and do a deep
And
dive
dive in a
into
little
them.
deeper there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, like today, we just did a quick look at
Skimmed
what
over
you
it.
can do with. But if you really wanted to do it, I could do different AIs each week. Like do a Monday where I focus only on Hocus or where I focus only on what was the other one? Hostinger. And really dive into it. So there is many alternatives. I know why we keep on doing Mondays about AI, definitely, and do it live.
Sure.
And I should really use these live streams and cut them down to shorter. Instead of just leaving them up, I should use them to
Make sure.
create not maybe just shorts. I can use them to create videos, like 5-10 minutes videos.
Right. Right.
So, and now with all the websites that create videos, it's not that hard.
No, not hard.
Or I can do it. I can actually do it if I just upload my video to Descript, and I can cut it down to create the regular 10-minute video from, or a couple of 10 minutes videos from one live stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there are still so many possibilities.
Right.
I just know that I'm so fascinated about AI without being like knowledgeable. I'm just curious.
Sure.
That's
And that's where I'm at. I'm so super curious about the whole thing. And fascinated, just absolutely fascinated that you can ask a computer a question and it will answer you in any way that you word the question. It will get more and more detailed and more specific, and just totally fascinates me.
Yep.
It's
I agree.
It's like talking to a professor or a teacher.
I mean, it is, especially these multi-language models where you can go back and forth. It's like having
A
a second person to just play around with ideas or whatever it is, concepts. And the good part is that AI is not afraid to hurt your feelings.
True.
So you get honest answers. And that's why I like when I work with ChatGPT, I like to ask, why shouldn't I do this? What would be the negative consequences of this? Why shouldn't I? Because they don't hold back. They give you straight answers. They have no feelings. They have no, I mean, they don't care.
And they pretty much have the answers.
Yeah.
Unless they're, tell me what it looks like when an AI, do they call them platforms? Do they call them, what do they call them? I don't even know.
Models. AI models.
Models. When it hallucinates, what does that look like?
Have you heard about the lawyer that had the case? I don't even remember now what it was about. And they wanted to refer to other cases. You know, when they go to trial, they say this
precedents
and they
or whatever.
refer
Mhm.
to other cases. They went to ChatGPT and asked for cases in this area and whatever. And ChatGPT answered exactly, and it was like formatted exactly as how a case file would, with numbers and this and that and references, and described the case. And they just copied and pasted it into their paperwork.
And it was
And the
totally
judge,
made up.
it was all made up. Nothing
Oh
of
my
it
God.
was true. ChatGPT just hallucinated. The format looked correct. Everything looked correct. That's why I always say double check, double check.
Yes.
You can never, ever trust what you get.
I bet that judge. thought
Mostly
that
you
attorney
can
was
trust it, but
insane.
if it is something that's factual, for
Mhm.
example, when I use ChatGPT to get ideas for my podcast,
Mhm.
if it write down something about a person, a product, a year, a date, anything, I always double check it with other platforms, with other, do my own research. I never ever take anything of that as if it's true. But that lawyer thing, that it went really bad, and he was fined a lot of money for doing
I bet
that.
he was. That's crazy. And
Mhm.
you know that judge thought he was losing his mind.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
And I mean, it looked like
looked
it was
legit.
a real case, with the real case file numbers and all of that.
Oh my.
And they just copied it and put it in their complaint or whatever it was they did.
Can you imagine?
So that's the best example, real example I know of hallucination.
Okay.
And it
Well, that
is,
pretty much sums it up, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they know what's expected in building an answer, how it should look,
Mhm.
but the facts are out of whack.
That the
It
facts
just
are
comes up with,
irrelevant.
yeah, it just makes it all its own.
Oh goodness, I'm
Facts.
sorry.
So that's,
My
I
husband's
think
trying
that's
to
the
freeze
best
me out
way
of
to
my house.
explain. I think that's the easiest way to explain how they
Well,
hallucinate.
yeah, well, that's quite the picture.
Mhm. It is. So I hope I inspired you to maybe create a website.
I am going to do that. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
This week's been kind of hectic, and
Are you all on your feet again?
I believe so.
Healthy?
Poppy's fine. Murphy's fine. I'm fine. I'm still a little tired.
Yeah.
Just feel like I don't have a lot of energy.
I have heard people say that before, that it takes a long time to get back to where you should be.
Well, yeah, I think I'm still getting there. But Murphy seems fine. He doesn't seem like he's struggling, but he's a young,
Yeah.
young kid. And
Yep.
then Poppy, honestly, I don't think Poppy had the same thing me and Murphy had, because he was well within 3 days and just going at it.
Well, who
He had-
knows?
He had a little bit of fever the first day. He was congested the second day, congested the third day. And then by the fourth day, it was like nothing had happened. So I'm kind of, well, he's also been vaccinated, and me and Murphy were not. And so that might have helped to him get over it.
Might, yes. Who knows? Nobody knows really anything
No,
with this
we don't.
darn corona.
We sure don't, do we?
Corona.
We don't. And I think that's a shame that we don't know
Yep.
what to believe and who to trust, and
Yep.
especially when it comes to healthcare.
Yep.
The rest of
It's
it, they can have it.
crazy. Oh, I watched two videos this week talking
Mhm.
about AI and healthcare
Yeah.
that totally fascinated me. One was, both of them was where they're working on brain implants. They put something in the brain and connect it. And one was a young guy that have had, I don't even remember the accident now, but he was paralyzed. He couldn't use his arms
Right.
from, was it from elbow down? And they had these things that they implanted in his brain that, and then he had like a glove on, and that somehow he learned. It's so complicated, I don't understand it, but he learned how to use his, by thinking about things he could use his hands again. He
Wow.
was, it was very early, and he was the only one they so far had tried it on.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was a woman, and that was even more fascinating. She had had a stroke and lost her capability of speech, communicating. They put in some kind of implant in her brain and connected her to a computer. And by moving her mouth as if she was saying things, it transformed the impulses from her brain to the computer screen, where they had a fake image of her that said what it spoke.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
it was like, oh my God. And she was using another tool, like a tablet, where she had to put, but that took forever. With this, she could be part of a conversation because
Right.
she just moved her mouth as she was saying it, and the computer translated that to speech. It was like, are you kidding me? I was, so I mean, I
And
would
that
like
was
to,
AI too.
yeah,
That chip was AI.
yeah.
Wow.
They used the language model, and they used, it's a world where medicine and technology interact with
Collide.
each other.
Yeah.
It's both.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, can you imagine people be able to communicate again or be able to move again?
Be able to see
Yeah.
or walk
Yeah.
or hear.
I mean,
Well, and they can do cochlear implants now, but I don't
mhm.
think it works for everyone.
No, it doesn't. We have talked about it for sis,
Mm-hmm.
but it wouldn't work because it's not her actual hearing that is the problem. It's her brain,
Her-
whatever it is.
How her brain interprets sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't help her. But this was fascinating to see how all of a sudden, through technology, this woman could communicate. I mean,
gosh.
so I won't probably stop doing these AI Mondays for a very long time. I run into new areas all the time where I'm like, oh, I must remember this and do more research about this or about this all the time. It's more and more things I want to learn. It's fascinating.
It is. It's gonna, if they can apply this and make it something that is good for the world instead of something that isn't, I can't imagine where they'll be able to take it. And like you
But
said,
that also,
especially with medical stuff.
but that also why I think it's important that we have an open discussion about AI and that people
And that people
learn.
know about it and learn about it.
Because if we get too afraid, that would mean that these positive things won't happen.
Right. Right.
So I think it's important to really, I mean, we have to be aware of what could happen.
Sure.
But if people just get informed, we can do our best to stop that from happening
Exactly.
and
And get
focus
clear
on
on
what.
the ethical uses, you know?
Yeah,
Get very clear about that.
yeah. And the more we know, the more we can help it in the direction that we want
That
it to go.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm with
Because
you. I'm with you on the AI train. I'm with you.
I
Whenever
think
I
if
was
people
telling,
are just afraid for it and think, oh no, I want nothing to do with it, I
well,
think we will miss out on a lot of good things.
you know, years ago when I was in high school, now this is 45 years ago, 40, 45, I don't know, something like that. Anyhow, I remember my father telling me, Charlotte, you really need to take a computer class because that's going to be the future. And I said to him, I don't have any interest in no stinking computer. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to learn to type. I don't want to learn none of it. Because I thought I was going to be a doctor one day. I was not going to be sitting behind a desk typing. And of course, I didn't make it to that either. But it's funny to me that he understood even back then how important they would be. I don't think he realized that one of these days we'd be carrying one around in our back pockets and talking to each other on the phone with them. But he did understand it was going to be very essential. And that's the way I feel about this AI stuff. It's going to be essential to daily living and probably is now more than we understand.
Absolutely. And I mean, go back in time to when we started using computer and how afraid people were of all these, oh, everybody will be controlled, everybody hacking, all of that.
People,
I mean,
they'll
it
be watching
happens.
you in your house and, you know.
It still happens, but not
to the extent.
That's a little bit of it.
Right.
Think about how much good we have
done.
gotten out of it.
Well, you know,
and the same with every technology that comes up.
Right.
If people are just afraid, we stop the good things from happening.
It took me years to get a computer in my house because my oldest daughter, who's 38 now, she was about 13 or 14 before I finally bought a computer. Now, this was 86, 96, 97, 98, about 99 to 2000. And I should have had one in my house long before that. Of course, now they didn't do then what they do now, but she was all hell-bent on getting AOL. And I told her, no, she didn't need that because she didn't need to be talking to strangers, blah, blah, blah. But finally, she broke me down. And when she did, that's when I learned a lot because she taught me everything I knew back then about a computer. She was tutoring me basically. And that's how I learned Microsoft Publisher and all that stuff. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But when we are afraid or what's the word line? No, that's not. Never mind. When we are pushing back to technology, we don't even find what positive effects it can have for us personally.
Right. That's true.
I mean, I have always been a geek, so I don't know where I got that from. But if I look at my life, how much positive has come out from my geeky side, how much I have learned, how many people I have gotten to know, how many opportunities I have had to do things and experience things. And if I hadn't showed a little interest in the beginning, I would never have experienced that.
Exactly.
And I think the same with going on now with AI.
This is the God's honest truth. I search Google and I read things all day. Well, not all day, but every single day I spend time and I learn about something new every single day. And I love doing that. I figure if you're not learning something, you're not really living, you know?
But imagine how it was back in our days when we were young.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when
It's like-
I talked about this in one of my podcast episodes. When we didn't have a CD player in our computer at work.
Mhm.
This was back in 90s something, early 90s. I don't know, maybe.
You had the floppies.
And we needed a CD player.
Mhm.
And they ordered one, but we only had one tech for the whole school district. So it took weeks before he could come and install it.
Right.
So I said to myself, there must be a way where I can learn. I had to go to the library. I had to find VHS tapes that showed me. Today, when I need to learn something, I go
Google.
to YouTube.
YouTube.
I go to YouTube, no matter what it is. The first time I had to switch my light bulb on my car in
Right.
my lights, I went to Google.
Isn't that something?
And then I went out and did it. I mean, learning is something that we take for granted that we can do
We do. We do.
today. That was rough to learn. I mean, you had to
You had to really
put
make
in
an effort.
to learn new
learn,
things back
yes.
then.
True.
Today we have it at our fingertips, no matter what it is we want to learn.
That's the one thing I really love about technology is that the whole world of knowledge is right here in front of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 20 of 12 here. I need
Wow.
to. Yeah. And we have an early day tomorrow. I don't know what I will do next Monday. I still have that music thing go in the back of my head. I have another couple of things. I would like to go into AI and healthcare a little bit more, but I don't know. I haven't decided what I
I'm
will
sure
do.
you will find something fascinating to
something
talk
that
about.
has to do with AI in one way or another.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and
well,
if you decide to try one of those and you have any questions, you know how to contact me. So
yes. Yes.
don't hesitate.
I will not. And you have a wonderful evening. And I'm going to
You
go
too.
because my son is in here begging for something to eat.
You take care of your son, and I hope to see you next Monday.
I'll be here. And thank you very much for having me up, Pia. Take care.
You're welcome. Bye. And to everybody else, if someone is out there, I will be back, as I said, next Monday, where we dive into another AI topic. Until then, bye.